Today is March 19th, 2024, and in just over 4 months, I will be meeting Janet Jackson. I still can't believe it. I can't believe it. But yes, I won't be seeing her until July, which will be on her Together Again tour. So I won't be seeing her until the end of the tour. This has been something that I've dreamed of since I was like 13, 14 years old, and the moment is finally here, and it's a big deal to me, and I want this to be the best experience possible, the concert, everything. So I figure, why don't I get started planning on it early? I've already kind of got started as far as like, outfit and look and stuff, and I thought it would be kind of cool to take y'all with me on this journey. So let's get into it. Going back to 2018, Janet had went on a press tour, or like a promotional tour with different radio stations in New York, and she wore this outfit and had this look that I have loved ever since I first saw it. It was the black overalls, the black shirt, the black choker, and her signature high ponytail. I was even contemplating remaking that look last year when I went to go see her, but I couldn't figure out a way to add my own spin to it. And I love to add my own spin to things. So I was like, okay, well, let me just keep that in my back pocket. Fast forward to now, like I was saying, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to wear. And so my friend was saying, why don't you wear the outfit that she wore when she was doing those interviews and add some patches on it? And I'm like, you brilliant genius. I always need her to connect the dots. So I was able to come up with some sort of meaningful, special concept through like it took a while brainstorming and stuff and kind of trying to put things together, but I'm going to show you what I have so far. So here is patch number 1, and I found it on Etsy. I just did a search, Janet Jackson patches, or like Janet Jackson pins and stuff, and I knew to go to Etsy because that's where I went to get my patches made last time. But thankfully there were already like some made. This is the first one that popped up, and I was like, this is too good. Poetic justice, I gotta have it. And plus, I love red. So then another one that I saw was this Rhythm Nation, the 1814. I don't even know what you call it, but like, the 1814 sign or symbol that she would wear during that era. And this is one of my favorite Janet Jackson eras. It's my favorite Janet Jackson album. So I was like, okay, I'm definitely getting that one. And then this one was kind of like one of my last thoughts about like what to do with patches, or like which patches to get. And I was like, okay, I have to have the hearts, because Janfam, y'all know the hearts is Janet's thing. Like, she'll show them or like put them up at us at the concerts and stuff. We'll put them back up at her, and it's just kind of like a mutual thing that we have with her. This is from the Nasty music video, and Nasty is one of my all-time favorite Janet Jackson songs, and I really, really enjoyed and appreciated seeing it live when I saw her last year. It is a Janfam pin. Janfam, I have to represent, so I have to get that one. And this one is the Sankofa symbol. Now, this is the African Adinkra symbol, sorry, which means to basically learn from your past so you can move forward. And for all my Velvet Rope lovers, y'all know that this is a message that she used all throughout that album. And it has been a message that has helped me personally. Just going back in your past, healing from your past and stuff so that you're able to continue forward and succeed. I want to represent and show that in some way as well. I was going to do like quotes, just like individual quotes, and then like design my own patches with like Janet's pictures and stuff. But I kind of switched gears on that one. I'll get more into it. But down the leg, I don't know where I want it. But I want to put the ECNEICSNOC, which is conscious spelled backwards, and it's from her song You on the Velvet Rope album. And that song has been a very vital song in my healing journey. So I just know I have to put it on there somewhere. I haven't got to figuring it all out yet how I want to do it, but more than likely it's gonna probably just like go down my leg somewhere. I came across these album pin like of like album covers, like throwback album covers and stuff on Etsy, and the person selling them had some Janet ones, and I'm like, dang, I want all of them. I'm like, okay, well, let me pick the 3 albums that have been very influential to me, and that was Control, Rhythm Nation, and Velvet Rope. So I ended up going with those, and looking at that color scheme, it's the black and white, and it's the red, and it's the brown. So I'm like, this is perfect. This is perfect. It's coming together. So what I decided was to like design or like create my own Janet patches from with a picture from each of those eras, and then have a quote or a lyric from that era that stood out to me. So I'm gonna show the pictures that I have so far. I'm still undecided on some of them. Now this is what I have for Control. It's the first of 2 pictures that I can't decide, and I love this picture so much. She just looks so nice. And then there is this one, and this one is just, I love it because it's a straight shot and it shows the iconic key earring. And I'm like, shoot, I don't know which one to pick. It's from the same photo shoot, but it's like 2 different poses. So I'm stuck on that one still. And then this one I was gonna do, but for the style that I was doing it, I could not figure out how to get it to work. There's also this one for not Velvet, Rhythm Nation. So instead of this one, I was like, okay, I could do this one. But then there's also this one. So I am kind of stuck between those. And this is that iconic Rhythm Nation picture. But what I love about this one is that it has those quotes on it from the Rhythm Nation tour jacket. So I'll have to figure it out. But with this and how patches is like work, I didn't want to like overcomplicate it for the embroidering. So I had to figure out a way to kind of like simplify it or cartoonize it, stylize it, or something. So this is the one that I did for Velvet Rope, and I had the hardest time with this because this is the first one that I was going with. I had no problem picking a picture. This is one of my favorite pictures of Janet from this era. And I found a way to simplify it and kind of make it cartoonish to kind of fit that patch look. The next 2 that I have is the Rhythm Nation ones. And I love this one. I love it. I love it. I love it. But then there's also this one. And I love this one as well. So once again, I am stuck. So I just have to figure out and decide. For now, until I edit a little bit more, I was able to get some of those pins in the mail. And I kind of laid them out to see how I want it to look on the overall so far. So I'm going to show y'all right now. So this is what I have so far. These 3 over here are the pins that I was telling y'all about that kind of help me formulate my theme or like the concept of this. And this one was the first one that came in. This was that 1814 thing I was showing. And what I love is that the seller has magnets on the back. That way I'm not like poking any holes in this. And then of course here's the Janfam one. Now none of these pins are attached, but I just kind of laid them out to show or like see what I want. But yeah, as more come in, I'm gonna lay it out, figure out what looks good, and then go from there. Hello, y'all. It has been about like 2 days since I started this Janet Jackson Together Again tour DIY outfit documentation. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't work on it at all yesterday, which is fine because I have months from now, like I said. And yesterday I just kind of honestly had a day to myself, but I was like, okay, today I need to get back on it. so I could just, you know, get this done. And I just came home from work. My Sankofa patch came. It came. And she gave me a thank you card. And she threw in a Sankofa magnet. Like, what? But one of the biggest surprising things about it, because when I was looking at the picture of it, at first I didn't realize it was a camo. Like the background was camo. So I don't know if I just didn't read. I just saw the picture and I was just like, hey, I like it. This was such a good surprise to come home after a long day too. But I am gonna try and finish up the patches tonight. I've decided, finally dwindled it down to my 3 pictures. Here they are. Here's Velvet Rope. Here is Control. And I finally picked my Rhythm Nation one. I think I like this one just a little bit more than the other one. Next thing up that I have to do is get these quotes or song lyrics on the patches. And it's gonna be hard because I have to figure out like which lyric to dwindle it down to. Like I have to do one for each. So I know for Velvet Rope I have a lot that I have to sift through and pick out for it, because Velvet Rope has been very influential. But yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna do next and go from there. It's been another long night of editing, but I have the patches done. So here is Control. I kind of went off theme, and that's because I added in the blue from the album cover. Like, you know, the trapezoid part, that blue part on the top right corner. I wanted to add that in. And I kind of like, for the other two, I also went with the theme of the album and like the color and stuff. Now on here, the color is kind of skewed because some of the words are yellow. Which you can't really see on my computer screen. Like it's just not showing right through the camera, but the yellow is there. But of course we'll see when the finished product is like here in person. But yeah, I picked this quote because I feel like this is the essence of the album. And then, you know, this is what Janet was dealing with in real life. Control, trying to gain control and do things her way and create her own path, and just realizing she doesn't have to follow the expectations that other people like place on her unfairly. Now here is my Velvet Rope. I love this one. And like, once again, the color it's kind of skewed through the camera, but it's like the reddish, yellowish, brownish type color. And the bottom part, I noticed like in the album that it's like the theme is like pixelated and stuff. So I ended up putting that as like the background of the quote. And this is from like the speaking part from Special, where she says, you can't run away from your pain because wherever you run, there you will be. So you can't move forward unless you deal with your past. So like she's saying, like, no matter how far you run, wherever you go, wherever you try to hide from your pain or from your past, if it's not dealt with, it's still going to come up. You're still going to have those issues. Here is Rhythm Nation. I like it because it's simple, but it's like sleek. It's perfect. And I went ahead and continued on like the black, the white, the gray, that color scheme. And then I used the 1814 at the bottom behind the lyrics that I chose. And I tried my best to get as close to the Rhythm Nation album font as possible. I ended up going with this lyric from the Knowledge. If you want to be in control, you got to get yourself in the know. Get the knowledge. And basically, what I take from this, knowledge is power. If you want to succeed in life, if you want to know what's going on around the world, you have to get educated. You have to like read up on it. And that's just kind of how you thrive in life. You might find out some hard truths, but that'll help you like stay aware. But yeah, these are my patches. I'm very happy with them. And I'm just so glad I got them finished tonight because it took me a long time. Hi guys. I guess over a month later, I am back. I have made significant progress on these overalls, and I actually received 2 of my custom ones. Now there was some big changes I had to make, but I'm gonna get into that. But so much has happened in this past month, or like since I have documented this, or began documenting this outfit journey. I actually bought another ticket to the show, so I will be seeing her 2 times. And you know, with 2 times dealing with me in a Jackson event, I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to have another outfit. It is another like recreation of one of her 2018 looks, which was a complete accident. So I'm pretty sure y'all would have seen that by now when you by the time you're watching this. Janet also announced that she was doing European dates. She's also headlining Essence Fest. She did some press tours, so you guys see a lot of Janet. And she also said that there would definitely be new music. Her words, not mine. She said definitely. But enough of my rambling. Let me show y'all what I have so far. So just to recap, I'm pretty sure this was just pretty much all the pins and stuff that I had last time that I showed y'all, except for this one. This one was, I think it came in shortly after I showed the overalls last time, and I decided to, you know, put it at the top next to Janfam. And going down here, this is where the Poetic Justice one is. And then going straight down, you can see that I did that's where I placed the heart hands. Going down here, this is actually my newest patch. And this was the Velvet Rope patch. And as you can see, it is pretty different from the last time I showed y'all like on the computer screen. And that's because the design I did was too like detailed and too complicated for the embroidery to work. So I had to simplify it even more. I thought I simplified it enough, but oh well. I still like it. I feel like it turned out really good. And I was able to keep that red from like the Velvet Rope. And then next to it, that's where I decided to put Conscience backwards from the song You. And it's crooked right now because I just quickly pinned it in place just to see how the placement and everything was working out. But I'm liking it. I'm liking this so far. And over here, this is where my favorite patch is. The one thing that's different about this, if y'all remember from the picture I showed you on the computer, it had an 1814 in the background behind the quote. I don't think the lady who made it was able to actually put it in there. It might have been like a super detailed issue like the other one was, but it still turned out really good. And then down here, I have the Sankofa, and I made sure to put it near the Velvet Rope stuff, and I think it's going to come out looking good. The only issue is that this leg is pretty barren. I do have one more patch coming in, but I feel like I need to add something more, and I might add something more. I might add some more lettering. I don't know, but we're going to see. But this is all I got so far, and I'm pretty happy with it. So we'll see how this turns out. Y'all remember that time when I said that it'll be fine if I miss a few days working on this outfit because I have months to get it done. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't work on it at all yesterday, which is fine because I have months from now, like I said. Well, now I have 2 weeks. It is July 12th to be exact, and I have exactly 2 weeks until I see Janet, until I meet Janet, and I have to have this outfit done. So I'm kind of panicking right now. So for one, I don't even have all my patches. But they're in the mail. They're supposed to be coming or in the process of shipment. There's one that's coming from a whole different continent. So pray for me. Let's pray that it gets here in time. But the biggest deal is that none of them have been sewn on. Last time I had some patches sewn on. And I went to this alteration company that has been here for decades. And I really, really, really loved the work that they did. I loved the customer service. But unfortunately, I found out earlier today that it'll be permanently closed. It is permanently closed. And yeah, so I'm kind of panicking. And I'm trying to look for a new alterations place, but like I'm looking at the reviews and stuff, and so I don't know. I'm kind of scared. I'm looking at prices and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know. I was really stuck with my place that I went to last year. So, y'all know me. When in doubt, DIY it. So I literally watched maybe 2 or 3 videos earlier today on how to sew patches onto clothes. And I've convinced myself that I can do just that. And then like the more I think about it, like me sewing this in, like and doing it myself, it feels more like a labor of love. Like I'm putting my all into this, like this outfit. Like I'm really putting the work into it. Like I don't know. It just feels like, oh man, I don't know. It's really meaningful to me. I've talked about the meaning behind it, the quotes, the lyrics that I've included in it. And yeah, so I'm going to try and get this done. And I'm going to get started on tonight and pray that those other patches get to me in time. So let's get into the sewing thing. Okay, so this is currently the setup right now. And right now, I am just starting from the bottom and I'm going to go just work up, okay? This leg and then I'm going to go to the other leg whenever I get there. So far I started on the C, and I guess to kind of keep it in place, I had to put the pin needles in there so that it wouldn't be like crooked. And then eventually I'm going to have to take them out, but I started it. It took me decades to try and like thread the needle and get the knot in there. But thank you, YouTube, for the tutorials. Today is July 19th, and that means I'm exactly 1 week away from seeing the Together Again tour again. And most of all, 1 week away from meeting Janet. And look what came in the mail. My control patch! Now, I did have to make some changes to it because I didn't want to run into any issues of like it being too complicated, like how I had to do the velvet rope one. So I changed it, and I changed this to red. It was blue. The background of this was blue down here, and then it had a red outline. But I just felt like it wouldn't match the color scheme. I feel like it just would have kind of stuck out too much and just not really match. So I did change it, and I feel like it blends better. But I've gotten so much farther on my overalls. I literally have a few more things to sew on there. I got my first leg done and I've started on the second one. So let me show y'all what I have so far now. It looks really good, but I wanted to move this more towards the top. And then I might end up switching this over here and those pins over here to make it more accurate. Like, because I believe this is the side that Janet had this on when she wore the Rhythm Nation outfit. To the pants, I have this one attached up here. I'm praying that it's not too high, praying that it doesn't look too awkward when I put it on, because it was kind of like folding over as I moved around and stuff, but I think it should be fine. I I'm obsessed with this. But also, the nails are bright pink. It still works though, because it's like mostly brown. And then getting down here, I love this patch. I love this patch so pretty much. I can't stop looking at it. And then I started on, it's not all the way sewed, but here is the Rhythm Nation one. I'm kind of low key, I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of having a problem trying to get the thread through. Like it's like really thick, trying to like pull it through. So it's like stripping the thread, so it keeps stripping it down and then breaking it off the needle. So I've been having to like keep stopping, redoing it, rethreading the needle and knotting it. But I'm gonna get there. And then when I get to it, I'm gonna put the control patch somewhere down here, probably near the velvet rope one. And then of course I still have to do the Sankofa one after. And I'm gonna go get back to work on this whole entire outfit and the sewing. My finger and my hand literally hurt, so I'm trying to rush this and get done as soon as possible so I can quit having to endure this pain. But like I said, it's going to be so worth it, because this is something that I think it's going to make me really proud once it's all complete, and I cannot wait to show the finished product. So my hands literally hurt because I'm trying to push this needle through hard. I'm trying to like get it through this particular part that I'm working on, the top part right here, because there's like extra layering of the embroidery, so it's just making it harder. And I'm trying to hurry up and like make it through before the thread gets thin again and like breaks off on me, because it's done it like 3 times now. So, or I guess not 3 times now, but like since I started working on this patch yesterday. I'm gonna keep going at it though. I'm not gonna give up. It's exhausting. My hands hurt, but I'm gonna keep going. I kid y'all not. The thing is literally holding on by a thread. No pun intended, actually. No pun intended. It's literally hanging on by a little thread. I cannot believe this. I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. Oh my gosh. Ain't no choice but to keep on trucking. After having to rethread the needle like 3 or 4 times and stabbing my finger under my nail, look what's finally done. It's done. It's finally done. I had to sew some on this part and then some on the black, but I was just trying to get it done. It was giving me too many problems. Regardless, I'm still glad that I'm doing this. Oh, and I completely forgot. I have also been working on this for a week. I've been going steady, going hard. And I'm just glad it's paying off. So I have for sure 2 more patches to put on, and then once again praying that the other one gets here. So I guess I'll work on it some more tonight and see how far I get. Today is July 24th and it's about 10 something at night, so I am just under 2 days until I finally go see Janet again and I finally meet her. Oh my goodness, like it has been a long time coming. And this whole outfit DIY overall process has been so tedious. It's required a lot of hard work and patience, but it also went by really fast. Overall, I'm just super grateful that I was able to do this, because this is something that's so meaningful to me. And I literally put all my blood, sweat, and tears into this. Like legit. Like y'all remember I poked my finger under the nail with that needle, and then which I didn't see, I had a whole breakdown. I was like, y'all not seeing this. Y'all not seeing this side of me. But through it all, I thugged it out, crying and all. I had to start over a few times, but I made it happen. I'm still waiting on like one more patch. But for right now, I'm happy if this is just a completed like state that it's in. The patch is still on the way. It's looking like it could get delivered tomorrow. So maybe if I have time, like before I leave, then I can sew it on, or even when I get to my destination, I could take time out and just sit there and sew it on. I'm really hoping it gets here because it's really cool, and I can't wait to show y'all like what it is. It's kind of like an interactive thing, but we're gonna see. But until then, I'm gonna finish getting my life together and packing up so that I'm ready to get on this road tomorrow. And then, of course, I will definitely have to do the finished look, the look reveal with the entire outfit. So I look forward to that, and I am so anticipating concert day. So I will see y'all then. This outfit was based off of her 2018 radio interview look. I think it was like the press tour for Made for Now. That look. I've always loved it, but I also wanted to personalize it. And I have been working on this outfit since February. I've been brainstorming since January, working on this thing since February. So it was a lot put into this, but I wanted to show the different eras and Janet's symbolism on these overalls. But I'm out of breath because I have been rushing getting ready, and it's almost time to go. So, I'm excited. I can't wait to show y'all more from tonight. So, see y'all at the arena.